Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to hear changes everything. President Donald J. Trump has just crushed India's so-called bank scam, ripping apart one of the most abused visa loopholes in American history. Now, for decades, fake diplomas, fraudulent resumes, and cheap labor pipelines have bled our economy dry while corporate elites smiled and cashed in. But Trump, oh no. He just slammed the door shut. Billions that once flowed out of America, they're now staying right here at home. So now, while the world is still reeling from President Trump's hammer blow, something else is rising from the ashes. Coinbase. That's right, guys. Not to be confused with Bitcoin. Brian Armstrong isn't just running a crypto exchange anymore. He's building a super app designed to replace the very banks that have been robbing you blind with fees, inflation, and endless games. Now, think about it, guys. Trump destroys the foreign scams draining America, and at the very same time, Coinbase goes nuclear against the domestic scam that we all live under, the banking system itself. Now, this isn't just policy. This isn't just tech. This is a collision course between the old world and the new. President Trump is proving America first means putting your paycheck, your job, your future ahead of global scams. Coinbase is proving that the bank's days are numbered. Drop a eliminate the banks down below or eliminate the Fed if you're tired of the banks. Now, together, folks, we may be witnessing the birth of an entirely new financial era because today I'm going to break down how President Trump just crushed India's scam and how Coinbase's super app could make your bank account obsolete. Hit the like button, subscribe. Folks, I want to go ahead and start with this. President Trump just went straight for the jugular. For decades, America's been running an immigration system that's really just sold us as bringing in the best and the brightest. We've all heard that, right? But behind the curtain, it's actually turned into one of the biggest scams in U.S. history. India gaming the H-1B visa system, fake diplomas, fake resumes, fake universities that don't even freaking exist. And guess what, guys? Over 500,000 India visa workers are in this country right now, replacing American workers at much lower wages while shipping billions of dollars back overseas. Tens of billions of dollars leaving our economy every single year, drained your paycheck, your future, while corporations smiled and cashed in. And the kicker? Well, it's been happening in plain sight here, guys. If our immigration system was abused this badly for decades, you have to stop and ask, what does this say about the banking system that we've been forced to live under at home, right? So this is where President Trump comes in. He didn't just expose the scam, he crushed it. In fact, new reforms means if a company wants to bring in an H-1B worker, they're going to have to pay $100,000 just to apply. And then another $100,000 every single year to renew that visa. And on top of that, the minimum salary floor skyrockets from $60,000 to $150,000. Now, here's the kicker, guys. This isn't just for new visas. It actually applies to renewals too. Man, this is blowing the system wide open. President Trump, being a businessman, being an entrepreneur, he understands the loopholes. So it's kind of like having a guy on the inside. He can rat out on what these businesses are taking advantage of, how they're taking advantage of the system, and he can plug those holes. So the message is very, very clear. No more cheap labor pipeline, no more cutting corners to replace Americans. If you're bringing someone in, they better be extraordinary. Otherwise, train one of our graduates and hire American. Can I get an amen, guys? Now, President Trump, he just slammed the door on a decades-long scam. But here's the tension. If President Trump is willing to crush this fraud at the root, then what happens when he or the market goes after the next big scam, the banks? Now, let's talk about the fallout, okay? Because this isn't just about policy on paper. This is about ripping billions right out of India's pocket. Did you know almost 5% of India's GDP comes from remittances? That is money earned right here in America that gets shipped back overseas through that broken visa pipeline. Well, Trump's order just slammed that door shut. Tens of billions of dollars that once left our shores every year. Well, guess what, guys? They're now staying right here at home. And think about the ripple effects, okay? China's economy suddenly scrambling. Corporations no longer able to run on that cheap labor, and American workers finally getting back the jobs and the paychecks that they were denied. This isn't just an immigration fight. This is a global power shift. And America tightened its borders, tightened its wallets. And we're saying loud and clear, the days of bleeding out for foreign scams, it's over. Over down below, guys. If you guys are behind President Trump's mission to end the India scam. But while President Trump is crushing these scams abroad, a brand new force is rising right here at home, Coinbase. And folks, it's not just another app for trading Bitcoin. No. CEO Brian Armstrong, he's building what he calls a super app. This is designed to replace the very banks that you and I have been chained to our whole lives. Now, I don't know who you bank with, but think about that, okay? On one hand, Trump is shutting down a scam that drained America from the outside. But on the other hand, Armstrong, he's setting his sights on the scam that we've all lived under inside of America. The legacy banking system, the endless swipe fees, the hidden charges, the debt traps, the inflation games, the ATM fees, you know what I'm saying? As President Trump rips out the foreign frauds at the roots, Coinbase is quietly loading the torpedoes to go nuclear on Wall Street's monopoly. Now, your Medicare plan shapes more than your healthcare. It shapes your legacy. The wrong plan can drain savings and leave stress for your family. Nobody wants that. This is exactly why I partner with Chapter, because they help you choose Medicare coverage that aligns with your values and protects your family's future. One of our viewers said, Chapter helped me feel proud of the choices I made with my Medicare plan. I love that. So let me ask you, what kind of legacy do you really want to leave? Now, most people, they're already securing theirs by dialing the phone number on your screen right there, or they're visiting askchapter.org/Ron. I left a link for you down below. Phone number is 909-563-8279. Now, you can't talk about Coinbase's rise without talking about the political climate that it's rising in, right? And that means Trump, because under his leadership, Congress just did something almost unthinkable in today's climate. They passed crypto legislation with bipartisan support. Now, we're talking about the Clarity Act, okay, which finally defines what crypto assets actually are, and the Genius Act, which locks in rules for stable coins. Now, here's a shocker. It passed in the House with 308 to 122 vote, with 78 Democrats crossing the aisle. Folks, that is historic. And make no mistake, this didn't happen under Biden. It didn't happen under Obama. It happened under President Trump, with his administration openly declaring America will be the crypto capital of the world. Now, don't think that the banks are just going to go ahead and roll over. They're fighting back hard. They're throwing their weight around to try and block one thing in particular: crypto rewards. Why? Because they know if you can get 4% back in Bitcoin, their previous credit card reward programs are going to start to look like scraps. So now let's talk about the resistance, because you better believe the banks aren't just going to sit quietly while Trump and Coinbase rewrite the rule book. Now, for decades, the big banks have controlled your life through a stranglehold on money. Yes, right? They've built their entire empires on these hidden fees, overdraft penalties, credit card swipe fees, credit card charges, and interest traps that bleed Americans dry. I've been in debt for years, and I can tell you they have bled me dry previously. Now, that system wasn't designed to serve you. It was designed to lock you in, to keep you a slave. And now, for the first time in generations, they're staring down a real threat, a president who just proved he'll crush a scam at the root. And tech companies, they're building a super app to replace their monopoly. So what's their play? Well, it's lobbying, backroom deals, bribing Congress with campaign donations, and their number one target right now: crypto rewards. You see, guys, banks know their crown jewel is the credit card racket. Airline miles, cashback points, rewards programs. Should have did my air quotes, right? It's the bait that they dangle while they quietly charge merchants sky-high swipe fees that get passed down to you in higher prices. It is a 100% scam, a shiny distraction to keep the system alive. But here comes Coinbase offering 4% rewards in Bitcoin. Now, this is something that isn't just a perk. It is an asset that could grow in value, an alternative store of wealth, and the banks are completely terrified, because if Americans realize that they can get sound money instead of airline miles, the entire foundation of the banking industry starts to wobble. So they run to Congress. They whisper in the ears of regulators. They push to ban these stable coin rewards, arguing it's dangerous or destabilizing. But let's be honest, it isn't about protecting consumers. This is about protecting their profits. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, he even called it out directly. Banks aren't scared of regulation. They're scared of competition. So here's the irony. Some of these same banks, they're already quietly partnering with Coinbase for custody, trading, and payment rails. They know that the future is coming. They don't want you to have it unless they can control it. That's the thing. They want to be able to be the gatekeepers, the middlemen, the toll collectors, same as always. So the battle lines are drawn. On the one side, Trump's pushing through legislation to clear the path for innovation. But on the other side, banks are fighting tooth and nail to slam the door shut before it's too late. Now, the question is, who wins first? The people with their voices, their votes, their money, or the old guard with their lobbyists, their stranglehold, and their fear of change? Well, here's the kicker. If banks can't stop Trump in Washington and they can't stop Coinbase in the marketplace, what's left in their arsenal? Do they go nuclear? Do they try to crush the entire crypto industry the way that Gary Gensler tried before? Or do they bend the knee and finally admit that their time as kings of money is over? Now, let's go ahead and break down exactly what Coinbase is building here, because this isn't just about, it's not just about trading a little bit of Bitcoin on the side here. Armstrong's vision is bold. He wants Coinbase to become your primary financial account. Translation: say goodbye to Wells Fargo. Say goodbye to Chase. Say goodbye to Bank of America. Say goodbye to the old guard. This super app is designed to do it all: trading, custody, payments, staking, even 4% rewards in Bitcoin. This is something that the banks can't touch. Imagine every bill you pay, every dollar you transfer happening instantly and at a fraction of the cost. No more swipe fees, no more delays, no more handing over chunks of your paycheck to middlemen who don't even know your name. And so here's the real situation. While Trump just crushed India's foreign scam, Coinbase is going nuclear against the scam that lives right inside of America. Wall Street's monopoly, the old world and the new world are colliding, and the sparks are flying. But the real fuel that's under this fire, Bitcoin itself, guys. Armstrong is predicting Bitcoin could hit $1 million per coin. And this isn't hopium. This is based on four massive drivers. First, regulatory clarity under Trump is finally unlocking the industry. Second, there's growing talk about the U.S. establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve, just like we hold gold. Third, ETFs are pouring in billions, with Coinbase powering 80% of the flows. And fourth, simple math. There's only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever exist in the world, while trillions of global capital are still locked out. Now, if you tie that to the Federal Reserve, to the Fed, rate cuts are already rolling out, the dollar is wobbling, inflation fears are back, and here's the kicker. While Wall Street clings to the old system, Bitcoin is emerging as the hybrid. Part gold, part stock, part lifeboat. The question isn't if money will flow into Bitcoin. The question is how fast and who's going to get left behind. So I want to go ahead and tie this all together. Now, on the one side, you got President Trump crushing India's scam, shutting down the visa pipeline, keeping billions of dollars inside of America where they belong. But on the other side, you got Coinbase rising with a super app designed to take down the banking system it's been draining Americans for generations. Now, foreign scams finished, domestic scams under siege. This isn't two separate stories. This is one massive collision course. Trump is putting America first on the global stage, and Coinbase is rewriting the rules of money right here at home. And that leaves us with the question that nobody in Washington or Wall Street wants you to ask. Well, what happens when a president determined to crush scams meets a company that's determined to replace the entire financial system? Well, here's the truth. We are living through the biggest financial shift of our lifetimes, folks. Trump has already shown that he is willing to tear these scams right out at the root. Coinbase has already shown that it's willing to go head to head with the banks. The double crisis is here, and so is the double solution. But the banks aren't just going to go ahead and roll over. They're going to fight, they're going to claw, they're going to lobby, and they're going to lie. The question isn't whether the system will fail, it's when. And when it does, will you be ready? Because make no mistake, guys, the scam era is ending. The super era, the super app is rising, and President Trump's America First policies are making sure that For once, it's the American people, not foreign scammers, not Wall Street insiders who come out on top. So buckle up, folks. The fall of the old world has begun, and the future, it is coming faster than any of us think.